All right, good Monday evening, folks. It's August 28th, 2023, and we're here at precisealgorithmtrading.com, and I'm going to do a quick market review. Uh, Monday kicking off a week after Friday that was um, a bullish day in the markets. So in the meantime, we got if you're following along, we've had some um, we've had this big drawdown in just about every market that's at least tied to the indexes. And well, I pulled up XLK here on purpose so that you can literally, if you that's the technology ETF. It's a good one. It's one that I've traded many times, and it's good and liquid. So, and let's talk about that for a minute. So if you go to like the bid ask spread here, 169.99 by 170.39 for that size of a stock is actually pretty good. It's closed right now. The markets are closed; they're not moving. Um, it actually during the day might even get tighter than that. And then if you look at a spread on the options, you know, 815 to 965, that's not so great. You kind of want that to be within 10%. So you can certainly bid to the theoretical price, which is what you should be able to buy that one at 815 to 965. You should be able to actually get it for 890, which is inside that 10%. So this one be a little more dangerous on the options, but in any case, it's typically would really be buying the exchange traded fund stock anyway. But you can see the reason I'm even bringing it up. We're starting to get some bullishness coming in. We've pulled down, we've pulled up hard, and then got faded from that. Uh, and now we're going potentially higher. I could see us getting still faded because I don't know that it's undone itself enough on the weekly time frame, and that goes for every index. Let's look at the SPX. Same kind of thing. However, we're toying with these lines, and you can see these lines that actually broke at the end of the day and stayed above there with tails on these. All the candles today, for the most part, had tails, upward tails. So I mean, getting pulled underwater, maybe first thing out of the gate in the morning makes sense, unless this thing just rockets higher. And there's no way to tell that right now, even though you can look at the futures over here on this side and see that everything's up just a little bit, but that doesn't really mean much. That can unwind really fast. So, all right, the Dow was up 213 points today. Again, this looks like it's in a zone where we could get a reversal, and we should. Um, we're unwinding the TrueMomo indicator here, and we're starting to see some life, I think, and it's in this also this zone of all these moving averages and the Harvard lines and all that stuff, which should provide some support. The Russell, we should be watching the Russell because it should move before the rest of them. And the Russell's up 0.83% today when the rest of the markets are up 0.863, 62, and 84. So we'll have to take a look at the transports as well because they tend to move. If they're moving higher, then the market will go higher, and vice versa. So okay, so that's the Russell. What else do we got? And the Russell's actually fairly bullish looking on the weekly as well. The Nasdaq, as usual, looks like it's probably the strongest. I should probably draw some lines on here so I can see when we're actually getting breakouts. But again, man, it just looks like we could still go down further pretty easily on the weekly chart, and that would get us down into this zone here. That could be ugly if it plays out. But again, we just follow the signals. That's really it. Don't try to anticipate where the market's going, just follow the signals. Um, so here we are at the transports, same story. So, and then just one that's reversal of that is USO, where I am actually bearish on oil right now. So we get until we get the reversals coming in on these indicators, or unless this thing rolls over and turns red. There's an awful lot of geopolitical news right now that would tend to suggest otherwise. So if it starts to tear up from here, I'll just have to get out. But as of right now, I actually think I'm up a little bit in this position, or break even at worst. And then I got another one that's EEM, which is emerging markets. It's starting to show some life, but I was bearish into this, and now we got to think about taking it off the table. So, although if you look at it here on the weekly, it's still looking pretty bearish. So, all right, and that's probably enough for the markets. Let's actually look at bonds real quick. Yeah, this is a total reversal play if you're going to do it. I am not. I need more than a couple time frames. I need this thing that sold off so hard. I would expect it to only make it back up into this zone here anyway, before it rolled down and at least put in a double bottom. And all right, let's flip over to stockcharts.com and look at the bullish percent indexes. The industrials didn't move. The NYA up a little bit. Transports didn't move. NASDAQ up a little bit. The SPX up a little bit. The OEX up 1.85%, starting to show up like something. And the NDX up by 2.5%. This is the one that's teetering on the side of possibly rolling over. So if this thing rolls over, I'm going to go ahead and do this. If this thing fills this box, why do we have an arrow going on here? That's weird. Forget that. It's just, I wonder why we have an arrow. I must have done something to deserve an arrow. There. If we fill this box, that's fine. We can roll back up with X's that way if we get down to that at O. However, if we fill up this box and then go just a tick below that, we're going to fill up 3 boxes. No, we're not. I said that wrong. If we get a tick below that and then a tick below that, then that is a point and figure sell signal. And literally, when the column of O's exceeds the other column of O's to the downside, that's what we're watching for right here. But it could just as easily reverse to a new column of X's, and then we'd get a pop-up above that X right there, and we'd be off to the races for another point and figure buy signal, which would be like when a column of X's exceeds another column of X's to the upside. Sorry, I know that's confusing, but yeah, that's it. Alright, and then finally, our automatic trading systems didn't really do much today, which is great. They've had a great, powerful move off the doldrums, and now we're kind of walking back and forth up here in this zone. So, oops. Thought, today's trading is right here. If you add that all up together, I think it's down a little bit for the day. This is on 4 contracts, by the way. That's what that 4 is right there. The Russell still dead to me. It's actually down a little bit today, some more. Yeah, there you go. 2 trades today that amounted to a couple $1,000. And then the NASDAQ, which is still my favorite, is just moving back and forth a little bit up here at new green dots. And its trades today look like this, which is just a little bit up. And then I was messing with something over the weekend that's a whole different trading system. It's a lot simpler in the NASDAQ, and I might need to. I'm either going to replace the other one for my trading, or I'm going to augment the other one by using both. But I'm not done with this yet. This sideways dip right there is pretty significant, but this upside, I'm just going to keep comparing and keep working with them. But this is a really nice body of trades. I mean, and a nice sloping uptrend and everything that you want in a trading system. So I'm going to work on this one, especially since we got a long weekend ahead. But yeah, that might be something to be thinking about. And with that, I'm going to leave you guys for the evening. So take care. Have a great night and good luck trading tomorrow.